Hi, and welcome to your WordPress walkthrough. This walkthrough is going to demonstrate how to use the Metaslider plugin. So once you're logged into your site, I'm going to show you where the plugin is first. In the left-hand column here, you just go down until you see the word plugins, and then you go to installed plugins. And the Metaslider plugin will be in that list in alphabetical order, so it's nice and easy to find, and that's right here. In order to edit that plugin, though, you need to go down in the left column pretty far, almost all the way to the bottom, and then you just click on Metaslider, and then this is what you're going to see. So this particular slideshow, we only have one slide at the moment. If you go to the home page, this is the slide at the very top that is in your slideshow. So we have your background image, and then we also have your text and then a button that links to another page. Okay, so in your Metaslider plugin, you'll see the thumbnail of the background. And then the text is actually created using this HTML code. So your first two lines, helping you navigate your new website, that's on the second line. That's in a header tag right here, an H2 tag, and that's the closing tag. And then we have a break tag in the middle to force it to go to a separate line, no matter what screen size it's at. And then for the button, we have a little div right here, and then we want to finish it with that little div, and in between those two tags, this is the link right here, the opening and closing link tag that go, it tells the button to say learn more, and it actually links to your about page right here. So not only does the button itself link to the about page, the entire image actually links to the about page. And in order to do that, what you do, if this is empty, you're going to see in the field that says URL, and you just go to the page that you want it to link to. Oops, sorry about that. You just go to the page you want it to link to, copy the URL, and then you paste it right into that box. And that will link not just the button, but the entire image to that page. Now you can also link to a page that's not on your site. If you wanted to link to another business partner or something like that, you would just type their URL in here, but then you would want to check the box that says open in a new window. That way your site will stay open in one tab and their site will open in a different tab, and it'll make it easier for the end user to get back to your site. They won't have to use their back browser button. So you'll have two separate tabs open, which is helpful. Okay, also something I want to point out, next to this general tab, now we are on the enter manually box for that. When you first upload a new image, it's going to have the media library caption box selected by default. So before you can actually enter your own text in there, you need to select enter manually. If you want to add another slide to the slideshow with the exact same text, all you would do is click this add slide button, and this is going to open your media library. And the important thing to note is that you want to select an image of the same size. So the image that we have there now is 1500 pixels wide by 550 pixels tall. So you would want to upload one of those images of the same size, and then you would just click this blue add to slideshow button down here. And then it will appear below. This image that I chose is not the correct size. I'm just pointing that out to you. You would select the enter manually, and then you could just copy this code in there. And then if you want to replace it, the first line of text is right here, second line is right here. You just type over it. Okay. And again, you could link it to a totally separate page. We're not going to keep this slide though, so I'm going to hit the X. But before I do that, I want to show you can actually move the slide, the order of the slides. You just got to hover over it till you see the four-way arrow. And to delete the slide, we're just going to click on the X. And again, I want to point out, so we are using the Nevo slider version. The width of the slide image is 1500 pixels wide by 550 pixels tall. And the effect is set to fade, so if you have more than one image, it will fade from one image to the next. All right, if you want to see the arrows, you can check that box, and it will show you the arrows on the slideshow. But again, you only have one slide, which is why I turned the arrows off. Okay, so we're not going to be seeing them because you only have one slide. There's no slide to really go to. All right, but you would check arrows if you wanted arrows on your slideshow. And then farther on down, we have advanced settings in the left column. Now, when you come here, it might be closed up like that, so you just need to hit the down arrow. And right now, since there is no other image, we have autoplay turned off, but if you turn it back on, it'll cycle through the images one at a time. And the slide delay, which means amount of time a slide will show before it changes, is 3,000 milliseconds. So that's 3 seconds. So you could change it to 5,000 milliseconds if you wanted it to show for 5 seconds, etc. The animation speed is 600. That's how fast it fades from one picture to the next. You can change that. I have not had to use any of these other options here. So your biggest thing to keep in mind is your autoplay, and then your slide delay and your animation speed. Okay, and again, I'm just going to uncheck autoplay. All right, and those are again under advanced options. I'm just going to go ahead and close that up. And then after you're done making any changes, and this plugin does tend to save your changes as you go, but once you get it to how you want it, you can just click this save button. That's going to save the slideshow. If you create a slideshow and have no use for it and just want to get rid of it permanently, just go down to the bottom here and you click on this delete slideshow button. And then you can also, we only have one slideshow, but you can also add a new slideshow. So the new slideshow is the current name. I'm going to say homepage. Okay, so, oops. So now this is your homepage slideshow. And we're going to hit enter to save that. And now you can also create a new slideshow. We're going to go to new up here. And then it's basically the exact same thing, except you don't have any images yet. So you would need to add a slide first. And then you could make sure that your width and your height are correct, both for the image and for the slideshow settings. And then you would go through and add your text. Okay, and then of course, this is the one you're working on right now. This is one of the homepage that we've already gone over. All right, so you can add multiple slideshows as well. All right, so that is all I have for you for the Metaslider. And again, this is what it looks like on your homepage right here. I hope this helps with your ease at being able to modify your Metaslider plugin. And I hope you have a good rest of your day.